when they have a shaker, and it gets countered by orchids and sheep sticks like that, stuff like that as well. So I'm not sure about that pick.
Yeah, that feels pretty dangerous. If you were gonna switch, would you have rather kept the Queen of Pain mid and then run an offlaner, or do you like the putting the Queen of Pain bottom, and would you rather seen a different mid?
No, it depends, like what you have in mind. I like the Queen of Pain offlane for sure. If you're gonna put the Queen of Pain mid, he's not gonna die to Spirit Breaker or Shaker Roams, most likely. So that's good as well. But then you have to pick another offlaner who can do the same thing that the Queen of Pain would have been able to do.
Right.
I think. Unless they decide to go for something like an aggressive dual lane or something, which they might.
I actually would really like the Bounty Hunter roaming offensively into the Queen of Pain's lane.
Yeah.
Primarily. I mean, you've already a great setup for being aggressive against that's melee support. And then you've got a Bounty Hunter on top of that who, as you can see, picked up the early Orb of Venom.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like they're going to have full control here of this bottom bounty rune. They're going to be able to get whatever wards up they want. Spirit Breaker is actually going to be staying down here in the beginning, it looks like. And
yeah,
just going to be running Darkseer off lane.
I want to touch on that. Screen Squad is actually deciding to go for the dual aggressive lane, which I really like, because this makes sure that Spirit Breaker and Shaker doesn't roam as well, and they're not really good for zoning out anybody in the safe lane, like double melee support against a Gyro.
Right.
Yeah, and this gives Queen of Pain a matchup against Darkseer, which is not really that favorable, but he can make it work, I think, and have good early rotations.
Yeah, at the very least, he should be able to get like pretty good CS even when he's pushed up against the tower. Full experience, and will be a factor, later on into the game once we start getting outside of the laning phase. So, Screen Squad definitely figured this out quite well. So I guess it really comes down to, for me, the laning phase is going to be decided by the Ember Spirit and his matchup against the SF, who you can see he's already getting a bit of help from Screen.
Yep, and it seems like the Shadow Fiend did not actually... He was not able to pick up a boundary rune.
Oh, was he? Oh,
instead they gave Darkseer... Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's very dead now. Being caught out, just too far forward. General on Screen do manage to get the kill. They're actually going to still come in with a charge here. They do have a Fissure. They could actually potentially kill him, even if they're both level 1. Ooh, the Fissure separating the two, though. That is definitely not the play. Now the Chain's going to be able to catch the Earthshaker, trying to go for that kill. Screen, though, getting too close. They have Invis. Oh, yeah, you're right. They do have Dust, and they also have a charge. They're going to be able to get him. Screen's done for. Not even needing level 2.
They should have given that kill to Shadow Fiend, actually. I'm pretty sure they could have.
For the maxed out souls, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually would have been a huge way for him to come back in lane, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's slightly risky, but would have been great.
Well, Ember Spirit already has his bottle, so that is very significant. He's going to definitely need that regeneration. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he did some bottle crawling. He's choosing not to just yet, but it may be required.
On a side note about the Necromancer, if you get a kill, you get max souls.
Yep.
It actually works if you're denying your teammate as well.
Oh, really?
So...
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's funny, if Bounty Hunter roams in with the Orb of Venom, they can actually deny his teammate.
Oh, but Storm Spirit actually getting picked off. Got distracted. The aggro dual lane managed to pick up a kill on the Storm, which is huge because, as you said, like the Orchid is very significant against the Ember Spirit choice that Screen Squad went for. So keeping that Storm Spirit down going to be a pretty critical factor. The Earthshaker and the Spirit Breaker are roaming in now. But Screen already having his Orb of Venom, and now level 2 Janata. Soon to be level 3, where you get that Shuriken pickup, which does so much damage. You could see already the Spirit Breaker is actually being threatened quite heavily. He's pulled back. That Fissure actually blocks him out a little bit. They do manage to get the Dust on Screen once again. They manage to pick up the kill, and now it's going to be BZZ facing up against 2, Storm Spirit and the Earthshaker. They don't have a Fissure for, well, another 5 mana. So it looks like BZZ is actually going to try and just outrun this one. Fissure's still going to be there, though, with the right click, and they will be able to get this kill in the middle lane, though. Odd situation. Oh, my God. He actually got the telekinesis up onto the hill. This is actually going to be trade-off now, I think. They should be able to have the vision if Screen goes uphill. They just right-click him down.
I mean, Storm can... He doesn't have range, actually. This is such a weird situation.
It really is. But it actually makes the trade-off worth it. With the gyrocopter dying, especially since, he's already coming back. He's going to be able to be a part of the experience for this kill. In fact, they're going to give the kill to him. What happened in the middle lane? It looked like...
There was a trade-off.
Yeah, Ember Spirit and SF killed each other. So Ember Spirit was the one who got the kill first, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he dove him and just died to the tower afterwards.
Yeah. Well, that's still obviously hugely to the favor of the Ember Spirit, being able to get that level 6 that much quicker, where he can really put pressure.
Yeah, not to mention the Souls removal as well. From SF.
Oh, yeah, right. CS-wise, that's got to really reflect 11-2 compared to the 21-3 on general.
Yep. Also, Queen of Pain is doing really well in the top lane.
Vigos, 25-6 right now, so not missing much CS whatsoever, going for the maxed out Scream Pain build. Not terribly surprising, especially when you have to deal with these ion shell creeps. And he now, he gets a bottle of his own. I like this pickup, especially on when you're in 1-versus-1 positions and you have the more mobile hero. You can really take advantage of always going for that run.
I agree. It's a good choice.
That ward. That's going to be taken away as soon as Screen wants to take it away. So that's actually fairly important. They really wanted to be able to keep that mid vision up for the SF. Especially with an invis roaming hero like Bounty Hunter, you can easily rotate and, if not kill the SF, at the very least disrupt his farm when he's going for those neutrals. Because it's very cut and dry, like what an SF does in the middle lane. He just bounces back and forth between the lane and the neutrals, so it's pretty easy to predict.
Definitely is. And the Ember Spirit Bound Hunter combination it's exceptional well at dealing with SF, I think. Killing him off early.
Yeah.
Looks like Storm is in trouble now.
Yep. Storm is probably going to die here. The last right click out from the Rubik does get the kill, and Spirit Breaker may actually still be in trouble. He's going to be able to get the dust. He just really wants to commit to the kill on screen, but that's not going to happen. The Gyrocopter here, the damage is easily enough to kill the Spirit Breaker first. And 2 free pickoffs there for Screen Squad, especially with now all that damage being healed up by the bottle of Vigos, who will then pick up the regeneration.
What is he actually doing here, though? He just left his lane to run bottom route?
I'm not actually sure. Maybe he thought he was going to put pressure on middle lane, and then just, the fight happened there in the jungle, and he just kind of kept going.
I guess so.
Alright.
The homecoming missile rank 1 onto Gyrocopter, I actually really like that.
Oh, why is that?
The homing missile.
Yeah. Why do you like the early pickup?
I just think that spell is so underrated.
Yep.
It's so hard, it's so hard to deal with.
Do you agree with core gyrocopters who go for foregoing the extra levels in Flat Cannon and only keeping at like 1 early on and maxing out homing missile secondary to Rocket Barrage?
Depends. If you're mid gyro, you can go homing missile early.
Yeah.
You can go like 1 or 2 points as BCC is doing now.
Yeah.
But the one thing I hate about most gyrocopters is that they go stats over homing missile, which I really don't like.
Have you guys have experimented with the mid gyrocopter, right?
Oh yeah, we have.
Do you feel like it is actually that viable? Because I feel like every single time I've casted it, it hasn't gone well. It's always been versus Queen of Pain, and it's always turned out like, in the beginning, the laning phase, it goes fine, but there's always a rotation that ends up catching out the gyrocopter, and he just falls behind in farm.
Yeah, he's very easy to gank, but in some matchups he can do really well.
All right, I'm missing kills all over the place.
They
picked up the Earthshaker. Now it looks like we're going to go on the SF. He's going to die easily to General. All right, so at least we caught that one. But Bounty Hunter also died to the Darkseer Spirit Breaker combination.
Storm is about to hit his level 6 in the bottom lane.
What do you think about the I've seen a couple of Spirit Breakers do this. They'll even like max out Charge of Darkness over Greater Bash, despite the fact that leveling up Greater Bash does slightly, very slightly, but it does increase the stun duration itself. You'll sometimes go max out Charge of Darkness. This one's going it just ahead of the aura.
Yeah, I mean, like, it depends if you're a core or a support, I think. Maxing out the charge is more viable if you're a support, because it's a lot more likely that you're going to be underfarmed and not being able to right-click a lot for the bashes to hit. So I guess that's the reasoning. But
Right.
if you're farmed, I think maxing the bash it's a go-to.
Okay. Well, Storm Spirit finally hit his level 6, though he's doing jungle right now. Screen is actually trying to do something similar here in the top lane. Got to get that track so they can start snowballing that in. Yul's actually going to find the Storm Spirit. Easy pick off there. They don't actually have vision in that specific area, but they do have just generally very aggressive vision that probably saw the Storm Spirit going through the jungle, especially this ward right here. He probably passed through that vision, and they knew that he was basically full-time jungling because he can't sit bottom too much.
I really like this ward. This is definitely what you have to do against heroes. Like, actually, all cores on Elab are very stack and jungling dependent.
Uh-huh.
Darkseer, Storm, and SF, they all want to do stacks early.
Oh, our Shaker's very dead. Vigos is not going to mess around. He just pops the ultimate. Meanwhile, the top lane, BZZ managed to pick up at least one kill. Brings Mango Banana a bit low as well, but 3 versus 1 scenario. Can't get all of them. Oh, they actually got the bounty hunter as well, so never mind.
Okay.
So that was actually a 2 versus 3. They get the tier 1 tower as well. Elab, I like that play simply because it felt like the laning phase was going really badly for them.
Yeah, it was. Now Storm is bouncing back, and that's really crucial for their game plan.
All right, 10 minutes in. Taking a look at the net worth. Yeah, it's all looking pretty good for Screen Squad. The 4 highest net worths on the board right now, 3 of them are occupied by Screen Squad. In fact, the top one is our Ember Spirit, who we kind of questioned how well he was going to be able to do in that middle lane, but him picking up that early kill against the SF just set him so far ahead.
Yeah, definitely. So one point I want to bring out about this is that the Darkseer and the SF match, like the combination, because both of these heroes generally want to go for Mechanism, or lately have been. And it looks like Darkseer is going to do this time. So that leaves SF with the Yules or Sanch and Yasha or something like that. What do you think?
I don't see a whole lot of Yules builds anymore. It was funny because it was so flavor of the month. Oh, they're going to catch out the Storm Spirit. He's completely out of mana. This is a track kill as well. Comes in, gets the mech, a little bit extra heal. Actually, we'll be able to get some distance away, but Vigos is just going to keep going. He's got the haste rune, and he will eventually run him down. They're going to be able to get a turnaround kill. Looks like on screen he pops the track, but he'll be run down eventually by Elab. So 1-for-1 trade-off, though, with the track kill. Plus, at bottom lane, they actually dove the Earthshaker. Another kill for Screen Squad, setting them ahead, especially if they can get this tier 1 tower.
Yeah, Elab is going to try to defend it. Yeah, they're going to respawn on Shaker and Storm, and they're going to be able to defend it.
Charge being cancelled. Got to give it a little bit of time. Doesn't look like they're ready to fight just yet. Oh, he's tracked up as well. So he can wait out the track and the 10 seconds for the charge and probably still defend. Oh, boy. I think we can see where this is going. Can't we, Hudson?
Yeah, I can. Online Dota 2, man.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's kind of sad. It's because if you're a tier 1 team, obviously, you guys obviously have dealt with it. You now have set yourselves up so you're able to, defend it against it perhaps better than, some of the other teams. But I think if you're probably a team and like this kind of competition that you're not expecting
Probably not,
to get
no.
DDoSed.
It happens everywhere when there's bets.
All right. Well, you can see BZZ says it. Whoever's doing it, he wants you to stop. He doesn't even care if he's winning from it. drums, Ring of Aquila for the gyrocopter. Ember Spirit's got his Ring of Aquila. I kind of like when you're kind of already ahead on the Ember Spirit in this situation, not to go for the full stat build, which is usually Ring and drums, and go straight for the Battle Fury from here.
Yeah. I think what made his decision to skip it is that Gyro is win for it as well.
Yeah. You don't want to invest too heavily into the early mid game, right?
No, not too much.
Homing missile to push back the Storm Spirit while the heroes move forward to get that tier 1 tower. And that TP will definitely be canceled. The charge might not be. Nope, never mind. They have a track still there.
Mid lane.
Yeah, TP out. Oh, the double damage just barely enough for Vigos to be able to pick up that kill.
Yeah. And he's not messing around this time either. He's gonna go straight Orchid.
Yeah. And our Spirit Breaker just ran into Queen of Pain. He's going to have to do a charge out. I think if Vigos plays this correctly, he gets the kill. Because he's already got a right-click out. All he has to do is blink in a situation where he still gets another right-click.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but he's going to be able to do it. Like, if he blinks a step slightly a bit too close, it's going to
bounce him back and it'll be out of range. Let's see if he does it. Yeah. Oh, no, he got too close. Wait, he canceled it. Oh, he was home free.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. All right. Well,
Couch.
Still picks up the double kill. Elab. Not very happy with the way this is going. Can't say I blame them.
Okay. So Shadow Fiend is looking to go BKB most likely, unless that's a Sange.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that. I feel like the Yule Scepter just it just kind of got played out. It was such a very specific aggressive style build that people it kind of served its purpose for a very limited period of time, and then people were able to adjust to it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just not valuable anymore.
I saw it only once at TI. I think it was Ortiz who did it against IG, where he completely wrecked the game, but then ended up losing afterwards. He was like twice burning his net worth or something.
Yeah. It's funny. I can't remember who I was talking to about this. We were talking about the SF, and man, I really want to give credit. And I think it was actually 1437.
Okay.
It was Steven. And he was talking about the SF, and he said that he felt like SFs can't really go mech anymore necessarily because defending high ground, like going high ground was still so dangerous for teams that even if you did pick up the mech. Hold up here, we're going to have a fight. Elab slowed down by that ultimate. BZZ running in with that Rocket Barrage. Spirit Breaker is going to be hit by that homing missile. Drop low and will end up dying to the flat cannon on the side. Our Queen of Pain still looking to be able to get that jump in. Has the ultimate in just a second. Will be able to throw it out soon, especially with Ember Spirit now catching 2 with the chains. The ultimate goes off from Elab, but they managed to steal it. Rubik doesn't even need to use it. They still pick up the kill. Vigos running forward, still trying to look for more. Slows down Vango Banana. Looks like he used his ultimate, but didn't quite have enough damage to kill the Storm Spirit. So in the end, Screen Squad very easily winning that fight. Now gonna try and take this tier 2 tower, and I like this. General, sure enough, is going for the Battle Fury now. Maxed out Orchid on Vigos, and BKB being built by BZZ. Screen's gonna be jumped here. Charge in. Almost enough damage, but it's not enough. Now the Rubik lets loose that ultimate, and the vacuum, which was a great 3-man vacuum, is not enough to stop this one. And General's actually looking for more here. Gonna go for the Darkseer, ticking him out. Fisher slows them both down. Raise one, and nope. Can't get the second raise. General makes the jump away. And Screen Squad very handily winning 2 fights in a row and still looking to take that tier 2 tower with a rather healthy gyrocopter. They will manage to pick it up. Sange being grabbed by him. He's actually going for the SNY himself rather than BKB. Yol Charge actually managed to stop that one and will charge his way out, leaving his gyrocopter. Never mind, the Ember Spirit comes back with his jump in. Will be able to get that kill and perhaps run down the SF as well. Thinking twice about that as the Storm Spirit comes forward. General just charging in. Does have the remnant jump to, but the Fisher actually stops him before he can get it off. Now the Echo Slam controls the gyrocopter for a little bit longer, but he's still sitting pretty healthy thanks to his heavy stat build. Storm Spirit pulls out a little bit more mana, but Vigos is ready for this one. He's got the Orchid ready to go. He will be able to finish up at least one of these. The vacuum back, and they manage to get the Fisher on top. Queen of Pain goes down. Another great steal from Yol, trying to pick up the Darkseer, and pulls him back into it, and the Creeps manage to pick up the kill there. Triple kill for Yol, as he stole so many big ultimates now.
Oh, he's not
going to make it out. He's not making it. Maybe he can get a Roshan deny here. But not even that, it seems possible.
He got 2,500 gold though. So much plays from Joel that fight, and like just Elab is not strong enough to just head on fight Screen Squad. So when they decide to run away, they just get caught by Quap, Ember, and the track speed. So yeah, it's a rough situation. And actually, Spirit Brigade got almost 800 gold for that Ruby kill.
Yeah, that was after all the kills that he got, he went up to a mega kill streak. So Spirit Breaker can maybe actually invest into an early item, which we don't necessarily see out of support Spirit Breakers usually, unless the game's just going really well for you.
Yeah, then that's usually the Midas, but I really doubt it's gonna be the case here.
Yeah. Looks like a Storm Spirit's gonna go for the Yule Scepter build because the early Orchid picked up by the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, he has to. He's just gonna get killed otherwise. It's actually solid.
Oh, Yol. He's still got the blink. He can still catch him. Oh, second jump away. And the Storm Spirit had to use all of his mana to do so, but he will get out.
Yeah. This is quite an interesting build coming out by Screen here. He goes Tranquil, Magic Wand, and Drums onto Bound Ender when they already have Drums. Instead of favoring the mana boots into Mechanism build that we see most pro players do.
Why do you think that is the chain? Oh, nope. Yeah. Yo, he's still going to be able to get the telekinesis. And they've got a second Rocket Barrage coming in. Nice vacuum over to the side. Yol's actually going to be caught out by that one and will go down. Our Spirit Breaker is saved by the jump in of our Darkseer. But at the same time, Vigos actually comes in from behind, quickly cleans him up, and now looking to kind of sandwich the Elab team. As General surges forward, managed to get a great ultimate. Oh, but still, he managed to get crushed by the double ultimate to both SF and the Earthshaker. Still, though, it is Screen Squad in a great position to win this fight. As BCZ surges forward, gets the kill on the SF, and Screen looking to chase down the Darkseer, the last remaining hero of Elab, but couldn't quite get him. Still, though, a 2-for-4 exchange there to the favor of Screen Squad.
Yep, the Queen of Pain just wrecked the Storm Spirit in the beginning of that fight, making the fight impossible for Elab to take at that point. They actually played it quite well with helping the Spirit Breaker survive and then blowing up the Ember, but it was just not enough with the early kit from the God.
Yeah. There's a Hanamitis.
On who? Oh.
On Spirit Breaker.
Okay.
What would you have rather wanted to see?
I mean, I guess it's fine because they know at this point that they need to win fights and get really farmed at the same time.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess the things that go in, like Bracers or Ogre Club or whatever, is not gonna cut it for them. So, gaining the Midas and, like, having really good team fights might be the solution if they're gonna have a chance at all.
Right. And if they're this far behind, pushing it late can only help.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Hanamitis will kind of solidify that fact a bit more. Battle Fury is complete for the Ember Spirit. Go ahead.
I'm completely baffled by Bound Ender's build team. He's going Drums into Vlad's when they already have Drums. So he wants armor, but he's not going Mechanism. It's actually so weird to me.
Yeah, it's usually Arcanes and Mech. He's like one of those Weird supports who's able to go for it. Oh, jump in. They managed to get the Orchid there on the Spirit Breaker. Looks like he's going to be done for. At the same time, BZZ keeping his distance against the Earthshaker until the homing missile lands. And now, with the Rocket Barrage surge forward, we'll be able to pick up that kill. Nice steal there from Yol, actually, with the telekinesis stopping that ultimate. And the Fisher perfectly blocking off so many of those heroes. They managed to get 3 quick pickups and don't drop a single hero for it.
Fisher stolen by Joel as well. Like, what the Elab has to worry so much about these cores. The Queen of Pain, the Ember, these are heroes that you really want to lock down early in the fight. And that creates so much space for Joel. So he gets all of the important spells and makes so much plays.
Especially with the Blink Dagger that he has now, it's going to be so much easier for him to steal critical abilities like that. 16 to 24, 21 minutes in. And as I was kind of showing earlier, it is definitely Screen Squad's game right now. Over 10,000 gold and experience lead. 21 minutes into this match. And it's just going to start snowballing downwards and downwards as Screen Squad take more of these objectives. Taking a Tier 1 and Tier 2. And they're probably well set up to do Roshan as well, which I would say they really could easily do, except for they don't even have a medallion on the Bounty Hunter, which is another one of the items that Bounty Hunters usually get.
I guess Vlad makes it possible.
That's
he should go with the medallion now next. I just really don't understand its build.
Yeah, I don't either.
But one build I do like is the Gyros build. He's maxing the homing missile.
Yep, BCZ.
He's got my approval.
I particularly like it against some of those really annoying mobile heroes. Like, even in the beginning of the fight, if he just puts it on the Storm Spirit, right, it's something the Storm Spirit has to deal with, right? Like, he has to ball lightning at the right time. He can't just, like, jump into the team fight, because if he gets caught by, like, telekinesis, and then the homing missile actually manages to follow that one up, he's dead 100%.
Yeah, also has to keep in mind that he has to keep his mana at a decent level to be able to dodge it later on.
Right.
He can't just spend all his mana killing off a guy. And usually, like, when he's being dishonored farmer, he's gonna have to use all of his mana to even kill off Rubik at this point. So just such an annoying ability to deal with.
That's the last of the Tier 2 towers. BZZ racking up a lot of gold. 3,600 in the bank right now.
Now that Jolo Smoke is coming, I actually like this play. They have to surprise them in some way. Blink Tiger picked up by Ember. Like that as well.
Okay, why do you like that one? As opposed to, like, the normal damage build of Crystals?
Just makes you so much more mobile.
Oh, nice! That was a beautiful sleight of fist. Chains actually stops the momentum there of Elab. The jump in from the Storm Seer, it's actually going to be caught and will go down with the track on top of him. Oh, great ultimate there from the Queen of Pain, managing to help take out 2. And that's only the SF surviving, as Vigos is going to try and run him down. Oh, yo! He picks up the vacuum, brings back the SF to the fight. That is a total team wipe, and they didn't drop not even the Aegis on BZZ. And there it is. Elab call it 24 minutes in. Screen Squad take it pretty handedly. Elab, they did a great job. They took down Forcing-L in the first round, which is pretty impressive. But Screen Squad definitely did very well for themselves in the laning phase.
Yeah, I think Elab, they actually played quite well, but they got punished by their double melee support duo.
Yeah.
And that's what came to lose in the game, mostly, I think.
All right, guys, we are now going to jump into our second semifinal. That is going to be SFZ versus, I believe Balkan Bears actually lost. So
against
the Russian Siberian Valenki Black is their name. So SV. So that'll be the matchup. SFZ versus SV is going to be our next match of the night. And then after that, we have the best of 3 finals. So hope you guys stick around for all of the MSI Dragon Battle action that we have for you.